Hi, I'm Nathalia Tjandra. I'm an associate professor in marketing at Edinburgh Napier University Business School. I'm also the head of international and global online in the business school. I teach brand management module in a BA Business Management course at PSB Academy, delivered in collaboration with Edinburgh Napier University. In my weekends, I do quite a lot of cookings and I take photos. And also I publish a cookbook. So my first book is not actually an academic book, it's actually a cookbook. I love flying to Singapore very much. I'm Indonesian. I was born and raised in Indonesia, and then I moved to Europe many years ago. I love Singaporean food very much. I love chili crab. I love sambal sotong, I love Hokkien mee, I love all the foods that are available in Singapore basically. I'm a foodie. And I love teaching in Singapore because the students are great, especially the part-time student that I teach in the BA Business Management program. I think often the term that I hear in Singapore is when people were saying, okay lah, it's all right lah. So the la bit is always really fascinating to hear. Oh, that's an interesting question. Let me think. Chili crab? I love chili crab very much, but you know, chili crab is always is spicy. It's vibrant. It's quite difficult to eat, but then if you eat it, you have like this satisfaction. So I guess maybe that's chili crab. The hero. I think my hero is my late grandmother. She passed away maybe about 9 years ago, but when I was little, I lived with her, with my parents. She never went to school when she was younger, so she taught herself to read and also write. She was the one who encouraged me to pursue education. She was the one who taught me that I should work hard. And then she always said to me that, you know, being a girl, it should not be a barrier for you to achieve your dream or have a successful career. So she's the one who really motivates me, and probably she's the one who makes me become who I am today. I love doing research, and my research area is branding, and I teach branding. So it's quite exciting when I actually being able to share my knowledge with students. And also it's very insightful and rewarding for me when the students are actually engaging with me and also share their experience and can relate to the theories or concepts that I introduce in a class. I've been teaching part-time students for many years, and I love teaching the part-time students. It's quite interesting because I know they come in from work and they normally get really tired, but a lot of the time I also feel that they always want to be in a class. So normally when they come into work, I will ask them, how was your day? Was it a busy work? And you know, were they okay? Was it okay for them to kind of like get to the campus? And I think it's quite important for me to kind of like just get on with the lectures as soon as possible. Sometimes I will start 5 minutes late just to wait if the students are stuck in traffic. But I use kind of like quite a lot of examples in the lectures, practical examples, and I ask them quite a lot of questions as well. And it's always great working with the part-time students because they can relate what I teach with their experience and also their work. So yeah, I think I learned so much from them as much as probably they learn from me as well. I'm very relaxed, but also very serious at the same time. So I would like to bring kind of like a relaxed atmosphere in the classroom, but I also realize that I have to deliver this lecture to the students. So yeah, so I think I like to kind of like share jokes with them or like share anecdotes about what's happening in relation to the issue that I discuss. So, and I also want to make sure that my module is always very practical and it's relevant for them. So every theory that I discuss in the lectures is always backed up with examples and practical examples. I always say like they need to study a little bit every day. I think it really helps. So I always find that it's very useful rather than doing, a lot of last-minute work in the end of your course. So it's always useful to kind of like do a little bit every day. I think that's always my motto in life as well, and also my advice to students.